In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a marked forum. The use of forums can be used to organize your discussion board into main topic areas. So for example, you can have a forum for assignment questions and a separate forum for tutorial reading responses. To start with, I'm just going to discuss some of the different marking options that are available to you. The first option is you can have an overall mark for contributions to your discussion forum. So for example, you can have a mark for the semester. An example of this is the forum for responses to weekly readings. To set this up, you would create a forum, use threads to divide the discussion topics into subtopics if needed, and decide if you would like to allow your students to create threads. The second option is to assign individual marks for different discussion or responses. So for example, you can have a mark per week. With this option, you'll be able to choose which threads you would like to mark. To set this up, create a forum and create a separate thread for each item you wish to mark. An example of this is responses to weekly forums, which is marked weekly. So you can see that I have separate threads created, and to grade using this option, I would click on the grade thread button. The third option is that you can assign individual marks for different discussions and responses. So for example, having a mark per week. However, in addition to this, you'll set the forum up using the post first option. So this means that the students must enter their own responses before they can view other responses of other students. To set this up, create a forum for each discussion or response you wish to mark and select the Post First button. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and create our forum. So, from the main menu, select the discussion board link, click on the Create Forum button. Let's enter an informative name for our forum. So for example, tutorial readings. Enter instructions for the forum in the description text box. In the forum availability section, you have two options. You can either make your forum available to your students immediately by clicking on the Yes radio button, or you may wish to limit the time a forum is visible to your students. So for example, if it's an assignment specific forum. In this instance, I'm going to limit my time, so I'm going to select the No Radio button. I'm going to use my date selection calendar and select the date I would like my forum to be available, and use the time selection menu to select the time. Do the same for the display until fields. Use the date selection calendar to select the date and the time selection menu to select the time. Under Forum Settings, Standard View allows students to view all threads and replies. The alternative option is participants must create a thread in order to view other threads in this forum. So this means that students will not be able to enter the discussion board until they post their own thread. For today's example, I'm going to leave my option as standard view. Under grade, you have three options. So you may not wish to grade your forum. You can grade your discussion forum, or you can grade your threads. To grade your thread, please refer to the Create a Thread guide for further information. For today's example, I'm going to select the radio button to grade my discussion forum. With the grading option, you can either allocate the points in the text box of what the forum is out of, or alternatively, you can add a rubric. With the rubric option, you may want to choose to select an existing rubric. You can create a new rubric, or you can create from an existing rubric. For today's example, I'm going to select an existing rubric. I'm going to click on the checkbox of my required rubric and click on the Submit button to attach. You'll get a checkbox saying, click on the OK button to assign the rubric's maximum points to the points possible. Click on the OK button. Once the rubric's attached, the icons on the left allow you to remove the rubric. Clicking on the page icon allows you to view your rubric. And you also have the option there to edit your rubric. On the right hand side, if you hover over the tick, we have the option to allow our students to view the rubric. I'm going to select that option as yes. The subscribe area allows students the option to select to receive an email every time something is added to the forum or thread. If you select to also include the body of the post in the email, students will also receive the content posted. So I'm going to leave my radio button to allow members to subscribe to the forum, and I'm going to click the radio button to include body of the post in the email. The create and edit option allows you to control what your students post and edit. So for example, I'm going to allow my students to create their own threads, attach files, and allow users to reply to quotes. Click on the submit button to create your forum.